Did you miss me? Huh? Did y'all miss me? We back. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Did you fucking miss me? Niter was the first person in the building. Shout out to him. That's my dog. Shout out to Big Niter representing. Shout out to Spo. Spo's up in the chat. Listen, we're going to try this again. I tried to stream earlier. They was playing with me, and I run errands, but I'm good now. Got my little Starbucks refresher. Look, it matched the background. You see that? The Starbucks. Man, I'm the first boxing channel to get the Starbucks match the background. Man, stop playing. Y'all better stop playing with me. Look, Niter is observant. Let's get it. Raider Way, what's up? Oh, you was in the chat earlier. Yeah, I had a run and YouTube was playing. So now I already ran my errand, so I don't care. You know, it's going to be what it's going to be today. Don DeMarco. Y'all got to get the likes up, though. Let's go. I'm not ordering, but I came to support. Not ordering what? What fight? What fight aren't you ordering? Can't give Canelo no money. Bro, I don't even know what to say about Canelo. All that, y'all like all that cap, and I'm not here for that, bro. Ain't nobody in boxing gonna give it to you real like Ego. I tell you what it is, and I tell you what it ain't. Bro, Canelo Alvarez, all that meat, Etta and stuff, that's not a thing. You know, the face of boxing, no, stop. Canelo got years in the game, but you would think that if this was the trilogy that Eddie Hearn was saying it was, you would think that it would be more like talked about. Listen, let's start with this. Did DAZN and Canelo and Golovkin do a good job promoting the third fight? Yes or no? I'm going to take baby steps. We're going to take some baby steps while we warm up. Did they do a great job of promoting the fight? Because the fight's tomorrow, in case you didn't know. Canelo Triple G3 wasn't promoted well. Niter says, nope, it is dry as the Sahara Desert. Spo says, nope, not at all. Mickey, no. Isaiah, what's up? He said he loved the channel. If y'all love the channel, then stay tuned. That's all I can say. I'm just going to keep upping the ante. I come from nothing like little orphan Annie, and I'm putting in work. We're going to up the ante. Don't y'all worry. Bro, I think they did a horrible job. Like, here's a follow-up question. Who did a better job of promoting their event with Canelo? Showtime had Canelo recently for one fight, and that was Caleb Plant Undisputed. DAZN had Canelo for several fights, but we'll focus in because this is supposed to be arguably his biggest fight on DAZN. Who did a better job of promoting their fight with Canelo? Showtime in the Caleb Plant Undisputed, everything leading up to the fight week, wop. Or DAZN, Eddie Hearn, Rematch Room, and Canelo Golovkin 3. Showtime all day, every day. See? Niter just said it. Spo just said it. Canelo Plant promo was a solid 9.5 out of 10 with the slap and the actual promoting. That's what I'm saying. Bro, the slap alone, that like the press conference for Canelo Triple G3 was dry as a mother. Just the fact that Caleb Plant and Canelo were slapping each other and pushing and mushing each other, that made it was like viral. It was a viral thing at the time. Everybody was like, ooh, you know, and then Caleb had a little cut under his eye. But from a promotional standpoint, Showtime, I always say this too, for me personally. It takes money to make money. There's a lot of people, you want the money to stack and save in the bank and all that, that's cool. But it takes money to make money. The reason I've had success on YouTube is because I invest in my brand and I make money and then reinvest into the brand. Like when I get Cash App, when I get super chats, when I get a paycheck from Low, we use it. We use it. Now, I'm not saying everything. Of course, you got to save some. But what I'm saying is we reinvest it into the brand. You know, you'll always see me with new stuff, like my streams and, you know, changing the quality over the years. And, you know, that's me anyway. You know what I mean? And that's the reality of it. A report came out. They said Canelo Golovkin. Yeah, no, guys, Max. Right? They said Canelo Golovkin Part 3, the main event only, cost DAZN $65 million. That's a L. Hold this L. Listen, it takes money to make money. I know I just said that, but that's an L because you're spending $65 million for Canelo off a loss, Triple G off of non-televised on regular TV and not on pay-per-view type of performances, and you're bankrolling that, expecting to make this like profit through live gates and pay-per-view sales. That's a bust, bro. I can tell you right now, it's a bust because they want Canelo to be the Mexican Mayweather, and it's not happening. I don't care how many people at his weigh-in. That don't have nothing to do with the stuff that really matters. Putting butts in the seats, charging them a premium fee, live gate, the revenue you generate, you know, those types of things. Nightwing, what's up with you? Damn, the man said Canelo versus Billy Joe Saunders promo was better than Canelo Triple G3. And Billy Joe Saunders and Canelo didn't cost $65 million, I'll tell you that. You know what I mean? Billy Joe Saunders probably got 7 to 11, 12 million, something like that. Did Eddie Hearn really say Canelo beating Triple G put him back at number 1? Yes, he said that. But how's that put him back at number 1? For beating a 40-year-old who looks tubbier at the weigh-in. I mean, some of the stuff that y'all listen to and believe in is mind-boggling. And just notice this, old media, they never say like Errol Spence defeating Ocampo, his mandatory, puts him at number 1. They're not going to say that. Alex Martinez, Ego, if DAZN releases the numbers, can you analyze the financials? I always, you know, if the numbers come out as a big enough fight and it's public, I always do that. So yeah, I'll definitely go over it. But DAZN be capping. DAZN be capping till they be like, oh, Canelo, listen. DAZN be capping. Here's why. When Canelo fights, they try to amp it up and say Canelo did 1 million views globally. No. Canelo was doing 1 million views in his bigger fights with HBO and Showtime only in America. So that shows a declining interest if you have to now tally up DAZN Africa, DAZN UK, DAZN, you know, Italy, DAZN Istanbul, and, you know, all these different places. DAZN Ibiza. No, that's not how that works. When like the live gates and the numbers that Floyd did and Pacquiao was doing, they was doing that in America only. You know what I'm saying? They was doing, like Floyd was doing the 1.4 with Shane Mosley or Ricky Hatton. He was doing that in America, regardless of whatever is sold in the UK. Bro, I'm telling you. And the funny thing is this, there's nobody in boxing that can compete with me. What I'm saying, the truth is the truth. You can't compete with the truth. $65 million for DAZN to put on Canelo Triple G 3 years after the expiration date is a bust. And I'll promise you, wait till the fight tomorrow. And I really, truly believe that the fight won't live up to the expectations people have. Maybe I'm wrong. We're going to find out tomorrow. But either way, I think people are going to be left scratching their head, People gonna be left like, what did I watch? First of all, like, let's see, now y'all gonna make me go in on Canelo. I didn't have to do this, but y'all made me. I'm gonna have to go in on the boy. Listen, what's the last Canelo fight that was just thrilling from start to finish? Let me start right there. No cap, no kizzy, no cap. Let's play the game. Because a lot of people want to give passes, but we're not giving passes. I don't do like give charity passes. What is the last Canelo fight that from round one to its climax, it was just scintillating action? Two-sided. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was a good fight, not like Canelo beating up Avni Udrum. Tell me what the last Canelo fight was. Canelo Plant, that was solid. That was solid. I'm not even going to say nothing bad. That was solid. What else? Okay, put it this way. On DAZN, name a DAZN fight that Canelo did. Because the Plant fight, we already know they did a good job of promoting it and stuff. No, I said DAZN. Canelo Triple G 1 and 2 was on HBO. No. The Danny Jacobs fight, that was a major disappointment to me for both sides. Jacobs, I thought he was off to such a slow start, and I was like, why is he not, engaging and throwing enough punches? Shout out to Raider Way. Yeah, cut the check. Listen, I'm an asset to anything I'm involved in. They definitely need to cut the check. They could use it. They could use the help. Canelo versus Billy Joe Saunders or Bivol. I thought, this is just my opinion. I didn't think the Bivol fight was a good fight. I thought the Bivol fight was a good, very good performance by Bivol. It wasn't much like, that wasn't a fight really. It was the Bivol show. I mean, what did Canelo do? Canelo came out like a maniac trying to smoke a bigger guy, and he couldn't do it. Then the second half, he was tired and he wasn't willing to go for broke to try to defeat it. And that's why they put this fight together with Triple G. Listen, no people, they're not going to tell you what I tell you. They put it together because they want to erase that out the memory. It's like some people, like, let's say they don't like the taste of alcohol. They're going to take the shot and then they'll hurry up and get some orange juice or, chase it with something. This is Canelo's chaser. They want to get that nasty taste out their mouth of Canelo getting his ass whooped versus Bivol, and now they need a chaser. They need some, a Coke or Dr. Pepper or some orange juice or, some guava, some type of juice to chase and rid their mouth from burning from that Bivol. Bivol was feeding Canelo vodka shots from Russia, straight out of Russia. And now they're trying to hurry up and like make you forget about it. That DAZN and Eddie Hearn rematch room, they like Will Smith in Men in Black when he had that little pin and he said, what you think you saw, you did not see. And he put that pin in your face and then the light come out and then you forget it, take your memory. That's DAZN. They want you to forget that Canelo just got tossed up like a Tupac song a couple months ago. And they want us to forget that Triple G was struggling with some Japanese Ryota Murata who got elevated as a champion. Stop it. Bro, I'ma just say it. Mexican legends, the leyendas, Canelo's he's not even like touching top 5. Listen. Mexico doesn't produce too many greats in boxing. Canelo not even touching the top 5. Listen, I know some people met. Bro, I could think of 5 off rip that they have classic fights, classic moments, warriors, Bro, Canelo not even scratching top 5. For real. And if he lose tomorrow, it's really going to crumble. It's really going to be people are going to really look at the history books and like really analyze Canelo's career with some scrutiny. And he better hope he demolished Golovkin. Because if it's anything less than a demo job, then bye pay-per-view. It's going to be bad for Canelo. Mark my words. If he don't go out there and body Golovkin, because you got to look at it. You did this on purpose. You waited for Golovkin to age. You waited till he was looking more out of shape. You waited till there were signs of a regression in Gennady Golovkin's appearance, his career, his, everything. You waited because really Golovkin lost to Deryevchenko. You know what I'm saying? And they waited. So literally Canelo, the crowds on Canelo's side, you heard the chants. They was like, Canelo. So he got the pro crowd. Eddie Hearn be on his knees for Canelo more than Golovkin. So Eddie Hearn wants who he wants to win. So the promoters on your side, the crowds on your side, you failed a drug test before. You have more experience at the higher weight classes. Golovkin has very little to none at the higher weight classes. You're the A side. He's the B side. You're coming off of outside of the Bevo fight, sharper performance, and you've been super active. Triple G, not so much. So the judges seem to love Canelo. Canelo can fart in the ring, and they'll score the round for Canelo. Canelo mess around and poot. Canelo will poot, and they'll be like, oh, round one for Canelo. Like, what? The other dude threw more punches. Yeah, but Canelo pooted. Like, man, how you gonna give him the round off of a poot? Bro, I promise you. And then, like, bro, I haven't even made the video about it. I'm about to demolish all y'all. Listen. I read that they got the same judges, literally the same judges from a previous Canelo fight. Bro, if you're corrupt, just say so. If you want to be corrupt, just say that. Like, if you all about that schemy life, that scammy life in corruption, why doesn't boxing just say that, bro? How are you going to get the same judges if the biggest gripe, people didn't really have a gripe with the action or, the training camps of the fighters. The biggest complaint for Golovkin and Canelo 1 and 2 was the scoring. People are like, it's a robbery. They're going to get the same judges from a previous Canelo fight. Bro, this is rigged. Lethal Weapon. Riggs. Like I said, they're not trying to let Canelo lose. If he lose, he just got cooked. But they definitely not trying to let him lose 2 times in a row. All the money that DAZN put in. They got the same judges, bro. If people's complaint was the judges, you gonna get the same judges? Like there ain't no other 3 judges you could have got? Bro, I don't have no faith, in Golovkin winning. Because even if he did all right, you see what they was trying to do to Bevo. You see what they did to Golovkin in the first fight. Bro, I give Golovkin no shot, cuz. Like, no shot. Yes, he has power, he has a chin, but he also has everything stacked against him, bro. Everything stacks against. Listen, until otherwise proven, you might as well just bet on Canelo because he's going to stay away from certain guys. And then the guys he does fight where there's some semblance of danger is going to be a lot of stuff, and from here on out, like rigged in his favor in order to, change the probability of potential outcomes. So I don't really have faith that it's going to be this barn burner and all that. And like Golovkin, bro, look, y'all be the judge. Look at his body right now. That's him today. Bro, look. That's him. He looked kind of soft to me. He didn't look like that. I covered Golovkin fights. Like at weigh-ins with Dominique Wade, he didn't look like that. He didn't look like that. This is why Canelo waited so much. Look, here's some other pictures of him. So how he looked like this to fight Says Meta, bro, how he looked like this to fight some non-puncher and then he about to fight Canelo, and he looking like this. Man, y'all full of stop it. Man, shout out to Madden Love. We got a new subscriber. Y'all full of and then tomorrow, when it play out, like I say, y'all can kiss the pinky ring or kiss the Converse and bow down. Bro, listen, I'm not going to, body shame nobody. Like, for a 40-year-old man, okay, his body is cool. But I'm talking about fighting a world-class fighter the way I judge boxing is this. But see, people keep saying Triple G's in shape for a 40-year-old. That don't matter because, yeah, if you at a beach, okay, that's not a bad body to have at a beach. It's not like you know what I'm saying, look too crazy. But we're not talking about doing a photo shoot or a beach bod. We're talking about somebody's going to be sending liver shots at you. They're going to be dumping to your guts, pause. They're going to be sending you left and right hooks. Now can your body handle that? That's something completely different, bro. So I think this fight going to be FAF. It's going to look it's going to look different than the first two fights. That's what I truly feel. That's kind of how I felt. And, the cards are in Canelo's favor, unless he just like did something stupid, like disrespected Golovkin and got slept or something. But, all in all, this is really a setup fight. And Eddie Hearn got to be embarrassed. He got to be embarrassed. Like, bro, you came talking all this head about the American takeover, and this is your effort. This is what you're doing. And then you're putting on these shows and getting whatever amount of Canelo fans at the event. And then it's probably going to be disappointing. And then see, the real bad thing for DAZN is this. The undercards be trash. So at least, like, let's say, like, I'll use Gervonta Davis with PBC because Tank is always in great fights, like fun to watch fights. But hypothetically, let's say he had a fight that wasn't so fun to watch. But at least you could say, like, let's say you didn't like Tank versus Gamboa. Let's say it wasn't good enough for you, right? Now, we know that's not the worst fight in the world, but let's just say you didn't really like that one. The co-main was Badou Jack versus Jean Pascal, which was an amazing fight. And I was there, so I know it and I remember it. The whole crowd was going crazy. There was back and forth dramatic action. So that's one thing that's against DAZN is the undercards are so horrible. Like, there's no marquee fights on any undercard. None. Like, you might know, like, oh, Bam Rodriguez, right? You'll know a person, but then you won't know his opponent. You see what I'm saying? So that means $65 million they're bankrolling really on the main event because every other fight is a setup fight. Like, you'll know some of the people like Ammo Williams. Okay, we know who he is, but who's he fighting? Bam Rodriguez, but who's he fighting? You know what I'm saying? And that's the kind of deal. So I don't know. If you're a Golovkin fan and you want redemption, this has to scare you a bit. Because again, this is Golovkin's current form a few hours ago. And again, this is Golovkin at the previous Canelo fight. He don't look like he's in the same shape. So, yeah, that's to me, that's a hard sell, bro. It's a hard sell because, look, this was Golovkin for the first Canelo fight. Does that look the same to you? Does it look like he left off bad and bougie? And this was just a few years ago. And don't tell me it's because he's 40, because there's other fighters who, as they got older, they still got in monster shape for their biggest fights, even if it was later in their career. It's a major upgrade for DAZN to have Rodriguez on the card. No, it's not. How is that a major upgrade? No one knows who he's even fighting. No, I disagree with that. How is that a major upgrade? He's not fighting Chocolatito or somebody. Or Estrada. Like, that's not a major upgrade. Like, what? What? I really hope Golovkin pulls the upset. Yeah, I mean, it'll be nice just for the sake of boxing, but I can't I can't pick against Canelo under these terms. It's just too much against Golovkin. Because, like, to be honest, when you're dealing with Canelo has multiple ways to win. His opponent has one way to win. What do I mean? Canelo can win by knockout. You know, he got power. He can win by decision. He can win by any form of a split decision. They could give him a draw, the judges, you know. So he can win in a multitudes of ways. But from what I've seen, let the history show, Canelo, he can win multiple ways, but Triple G can't. Triple G got to win so crazily, it can't be a close fight. He got to do like Bevel and like pretty much pitch a shutout, or he got to knock him out. So that's not really winning by multiple ways, because Canelo can win 7 rounds, a 7-5 type of fight. Golovkin can't win a 7-5 type of fight. If the fight is as close as 7-5, then they're gonna give it to Canelo. They're not gonna give it to Golovkin. But if it's a close fight, like even a drawish type of fight, somebody will probably have a card that shades it to Canelo. So yeah. Tunnel vision. Appreciate you. A real understand is the Wilder. What? A real understand is the Wilder fight. DAZN is trash. I don't even understand what you were saying. I don't know. You missed me with that one.
The money goes into my baby.
You might have to rewrite that one. A real understand is the Wilder fight. DAZN is trash. Yeah, I can't. I don't know what you're. Oh, a real undercard. Oh, okay. He's saying a real, yeah, Wilder's undercard is fire, bro. You got Gary Antonio Russell. You got obviously Caleb Plant and Anthony Durrell. And they just put somebody else on it. I'm thinking of it. I got to think of it. But they literally just put someone else on. And I was like, ooh, that's a good fight. Oh, yeah, Frankie Sanchez and Carlos Negron that fought Dominic Brazil. That's what I'm saying. And listen, take my word for it, bro. Barclays is one of the littest crowds ever. Shout out to New York. Every fight I seen at the Barclay had bangers, bro, because they're usually like PBC fights. Bro, I promise you, every PBC fight that was at the Barclay, like I'm from Cali, so that's a trip. I got to travel 5-6 hours to fly out there. Every Barclay one I went to was bangers. You know, I only went to the best, but you know what I'm saying? I went to some good fights at the Barclay. Sean Porter, Danny Garcia, Wilder knocking out Stavern 2. You know, Wilder fought Luis Ortiz 1. Come on. ESPN posted that Spence Crawford news got more buzz, and we supposed to believe Canelo Triple G3 is 10 times bigger. That's just Eddie Hearn capping, bro. He don't know nothing about America. Boy, you know Nan. He don't know Nan. He don't know Nan about America and got the most to say about American things. Whatever, bro. Nobody cares about Canelo Triple G. Maybe if it was 2018 past the expiration date. Hey, you know what the funny thing is about old media? When there's a black fighter like Floyd, they say that the Pacquiao fight was so much past its prime. Like that becomes a focal point. Notice, Floyd won the fight and everybody, their whole narrative or agenda was how Floyd Mayweather and Pacquiao should have happened. That was the whole argument. Like when they were writing articles, these same writers, there's a lot of them are still in the game today. They were writing articles about Mayweather took too long and how come it took this long and it's past the expiration date. None of those same deadline writers are saying that Canelo versus Triple G is past it. And here's the difference. Pacquiao, after the Mayweather fight, went on to become a champion again and have some good fights and great performances, like Keith Thurman, like knocking out Lucas Matisse, like having a fight with Ugas, you know, like having a fight with Jeff Horn that they said he lost, but he really won that fight. So Pacquiao wasn't finished because he went on to do great things still. He left Top Rank, beat Broner, right? Golovkin, I don't even know who's going to want to see him if he lose bad. If he lose bad to Canelo tomorrow. He's already been out the way. That's the difference. I'm the king of this boxing stuff. I told you, my memory is crazy. I remember what they did. See, the worst thing you could do is not remember what you say, because I'm going to remember for you. If you're a person of interest, as it pertains to my sport, this is my sport. I'm going to remember what you said. That's why I choose what I say very carefully on each and every. I got thousands of videos. I got more content than some of these writers that been in the game longer than me. You know why? Because the type of content, my shtick, I produce videos. I don't have to get approval from editors and spell checks and stuff. And I'm my own business and my own boss. So I do a video, record it, edit it, and run it. I don't got to get no clearance. So I put in work. I put in miles. You would think with 8,000 videos plus on my channel that I would have said some things that are regrettable. I ain't said nothing that I regret. To this day, like all the people say, oh, Ego, you ain't this. Oh, Ego, you not this. They should be able to find content where I was saying crazy stuff and then throw it in my face years later. But they can't. But I could do that to all these writers. The stuff you said, they were saying, oh, PBC, they're putting fights on free TV, but is it worth it? These writers, they were saying, oh, Al Heyman, is he good for boxing? Is it bad? Oh, Al Heyman's the cancer. Al Heyman's killing boxing. That's what they were saying. So Al Heyman's killing boxing. They talking about Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence might be happening. So, damn, not so bad for somebody who's supposed to be cancerous. Bro, you called the man cancerous, and then we might get the biggest welterweight fight that I've seen probably since I've been doing this. Actually, Mayweather-Pacquiao. But it's top three. It's top three. This is top three, one of the best welterweight fights. And in that same breath, I would obviously have to put Manny Pacquiao and Floyd. But it would be top three for sure. There's been some great welterweight ones, but that's top three, bro. Because Keith Thurman and Sean Porter, good fight. Danny Garcia, Keith Thurman, that didn't solidify no end-all, be-all. We knew whoever won out of Pacquiao and Floyd was the best. That's the same thing with Errol Spence and Crawford. Whoever wins is the best. I don't care about none of these dudes coming up and stuff. Right now, whoever wins that fight is the best welterweight based on body of work. Shout out to Tunnel Vision. Y'all got to get my likes up. I'm not playing, though. Listen, you either with me or you against me, and I don't care which one it is, because I'm still going to eat. Like Floyd said, I'm a one-man army. Whole world could go against me. I'm going to still come out on top. Do you hear me? I'm on that. I'm on that Money Mayweather. I'm a one-man army. Hard work. Dedication. I'm a one-man army. Whole world go against me. I'm going to still come out on top. So you either with me or against me. I don't care. It's going to be what's going to be. Kamal Oz got something to say. Tunnel Vision got something to say. Let's get it.
The money goes into my baby.
When Mayweather was in his 30s fighting guys in their 30s, they said he picked on old guys. But Canelo, who's barely 30, can fight 40-year-olds. That's a great point. That's an amazing point. Shout out to Tunnel. That's a great point. Floyd, everyone he fought, he was the same age, if not older. He's older than Pacquiao. They said he waited till Pacquiao got old. But Canelo could be in his prime, at least at that weight class where he's undisputed, and he could fight a 40-year-old Golovkin who looked like recently. Y'all tripping. Shout out to Kamal Oz. He says, breaking Tyson Fury calls out mayhem from Allstate. Bro, Tyson Fury can't even come to America, so he got that problem to have to figure out. Man, we getting some good comments in here. Keep it up. Y'all got to run me my likes, though. We getting some good comments. Listen, I tell y'all, there's only one way I could do these live streams, and y'all know there's two ways. Likes or loot. So we got to get the likes up a whole lot. A whole lot. Because I know YouTube, they want to play games. They want to play games. I know it hurt them. I know the world's mad right now. Old media's mad right now. They got to, bro, they put the Little Mermaid black old media, they lost their mind. Y'all see that? Bro, Disney made the Little Mermaid black and old media lost their mind. They protesting all type. Bro, it's a fish. It's a mythical fish woman. It's a mermaid. Bro, some of y'all are outright idiots. Like, you ain't got no home training, no common sense. And then you dumb son of a, y'all be talking about in boxing. When I make the videos that I make and I say what I say and I stand on it 10 toes down, y'all say, oh, it's not about boxing. I mean, it's not about race. That's what y'all tell me. Listen, when I make videos and I cook y'all say it's not about race. It's not about race. Why are you making it about race, Ego? Oh, you're the problem, right? It's not about race. Why y'all mad the Little Mermaid a nigga? Why y'all mad at Little Mermaid black then? Bro, that's a Disney character. That's a fictitious, oh my God, that's a fictitious character, bro. It's a made up, it's not even a real, no one knows if mermaids even exist. And y'all losing sleep over Black Ariel. And in the same be in my comment section as it pertains to boxing, which is mano y mano, 2 months in the ring, nobody can help you. One person might have black skin, the other person might have other skin, and y'all say, oh, why you making it about race, Ego? Race doesn't matter. Okay, then why y'all mad that Disney chose a black actress to be a mythical, fictitious mermaid fish woman? Like, there's rules to this. And I seen people breaking it down. Some guy was like, scientifically, she wouldn't have dark nigga skin. What? Bro, how's there science on a fictitious character? Y'all sound stupid. Bro, these people were really mad at the Little Mermaid, though. Bro, they said it had 1.5 million dislikes. She's black. Why y'all so mad, bro? But then you go, bro, F all this y'all talking about, bro. Because if you look at the history of America, America was made on slave labor. Why you ain't mad at that? Look at what America did to Native Americans, the indigenous people. Look what America did to blacks with slavery. Look at what America did to Mexicans in this country. And you ain't mad at that? You mad at some Disney movie? Man, kiss my ass. And please print that. Y'all mad at a Disney mermaid, bro. A live action mermaid. And then the funny thing is, even if we want to talk about like casting and all that, go watch Breakfast at Tiffany's, where they had some white dude dressed up as a stereotypical Asian, and he had big teeth, and he was talking, oh yeah, wong dong dong, and he was talking crazy. And that movie is considered a classic. Oscar nominated. Go watch Breakfast at Tiffany's and tell me they didn't have a white dude who was out there pretending to be an Asian in a disrespectful, stereotypical way. Or the minstrel circuit, the chitlin circuit, where they had Shirley Temple and all these people in blackface. Why y'all don't want to talk about that? Why would you put this little girl, everyone, that drink Shirley Temple? Why does she have black paint on her face? Or the movies, you know what I'm saying, where they have white actors and they got these big, juicy nigga lips. Talk about that. Y'all better leave me alone, man. Y'all not ready for this. Kamal Oz.
Drink a deep drink, the money goes into my piggy.
Canelo has made a career of being Goliath to a bunch of Davids. Facts. When he's the smaller guy against Bevo and loses, corporate media and his fanboys make excuses about weight. Man, you can't make this stuff up. Facts. Bro, Canelo, he damn near average if you average it out. Listen, hey, Canelo, he can fight, but he average. Listen, I'll say it. Y'all ain't want to say this in real. I'll say whatever I'm saying. Bro, if you really average it out, Canelo is about an average fighter. I don't care about fan bases and how many tickets and all that and pay-per-view. If we're talking about fight fisticuffs, he about average. He about average, bro. Because here's the thing with Canelo. Hey, payday. Listen.
Hey, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Payday. You want payday. I know that. Listen, this is why Canelo's average. Because he does average things. You put him in with greatness, he puts on an average performance. So you add that up. How do you get a median? How do you get an average? You have to take multiple things, add them up, equals, get a total, and then you divide it by how many things that you added. When I look at Canelo's career and I look at his top toughest fights on paper, and you add that up, get a number, equals this, divided by the amount of fights, it shows that Canelo's average. He had one fight that was illmatic. That's a one hot fight every 10 fight average, and that's so lame. Switch up your flow, you garbage. What you trying to kick knowledge? Bro, Canelo, if I'm lying, I'm flying. Canelo has average performance. Look at his tough, what are his toughest, what's his tough, oh my gosh. I wish somebody would. I wish someone would. Not no Chupapi Muñeño, you know I'll chew him. I'll chew him, bro. Name Canelo's top 5 opponents on paper. Name his top 5 toughest fights on paper. I'll chew him. I promise you. Bring me the head of the Chupapi Muñeños. I'ma chew him. What are his top 5 most difficult, like where you're like, oh, that's a good fight, tough fight for Canelo? What are his top 5 fights? See, listen, I don't even have to know what y'all gonna pick. I'll beat you at your game. Shout out, we got a new subscriber. I'm gonna give it to you how you want it. I'm gonna beat you at your own game. I don't even know who you all gonna pick, but I guarantee you off the rip, I can destroy it. Who are his top, name 5 fights where you're like, those are his best opponents ever. Canelo mad average, bro. Y'all be on his it is mad average though. Okay, Kamal, I'm gonna use Kamal because Kamal is one of the illest when it comes to interacting with the chat. And I'm gonna take his list. Kamal, you know Kamal, he got the knowledge, so we're gonna use Kamal's list. Floyd, Bivol, Trout, Lara, Cotto, and Triple G in the first fight. That's a stout number 6. Kamal got sturdy. That's a great one. Those are probably, my list would look probably just like that. I don't know if I'll put Trout on there, but I mean, at the time, you have to give him credit for the Trout, you know what I'm saying? Because of who Trout was. But that's a sturdy, that's a sturdy list. That's sturdy. Okay, so look at it. Floyd, he got his ass whooped. Listen, it's not even my top 5, top 6. That's a great list from Kamal, and watch how I destroy the Chupapi Muñeños. That's a great top 6. Floyd, what happened in the fight? He lost every round in the fight. I don't care what CJ Ross was talking about. I got it at Ross. That's why she working at Ross. Dressed for less, because she had to quit boxing because her scorecard was terrible. So, boop, get that out the way. Floyd dogged him. Floyd had him looking like a schoolboy, left the Chupapi Muñeños making excuses about Canelo's performance. Oh, he was young. He was just 23. Okay, he was 23 and Floyd was 36. Floyd was the same age, if not young. He was a little bit younger, but he was, well, how come Baltimore was 40 and Canelo knocked him out? Crazy. Shane Mosley was 41 and Canelo beat him. But then you can't beat a 36-year-old? Man, y'all getting chewed. So get Floyd out there. We know how he looked. Bivol, same deal. He got whooped. I gave Canelo, I don't even think I gave him like 1 or 2 rounds or something. Bro, it's looking real average. Get my likes up. It's looking real average. This is not even my list. Floyd, he got scraped by a smaller man who weighed like 148 at the night of the fight, or 151 or something. So Floyd scraped him. Bivol scraped him. Okay, so right now I'm 2-0. Who else? Kamal says Trout. That was a weak fight with open scoring. Minus the open scoring, and then Canelo coasted the whole end of the fight because he knew through open scoring that he was up. And that's when he made Trout do the stanky leg because Trout started fighting mad aggressive because that stupid open scoring in Texas. So that's mad average. Okay, who next? Lada. I thought he lost the fight. Get that out of here. Bro, listen, this is Kamal. This is not even my list. I just freestyled the list. He lost all 4 of those fights, maybe won the Trout fight. You know what I'm saying? But some people were saying Trout even won or it was close. But at the very best, from Floyd, Bivol, Trout, and Lada, you're 3 and 4. So Canelo won 1 out of 4 fights. Damn, homie. In high school, you was the man. Bro, I'm telling you, I've already done the science. So at best, Canelo out of 4 fights won 1 against Trout, who Charlo's beat 2 and don't get no credit for. People say, oh, Charlo's ain't fought nobody. Jamal Charlo fought Trout before his brother fought him. And y'all still, the people in the racists in the comment section, they still saying Jamal ain't fought nobody. Okay, so he arguably lost all of those fights. So that's 4 fights that he fought that he lost arguably all of them. Okay. The Cotto fight. I had Canelo winning, but I thought it was very close. I thought it was close. It was closer than it should have been. Canelo outweighed Cotto by like 15, 22 pounds, and the fight shouldn't have been close. So get him out of here. And then Triple G won. I thought Triple G beat him as well in the first fight. I thought Canelo won the second fight, but I thought Triple G won the first fight. So guess what? That's literally Canelo's best fights, and he arguably won 2 of them, Trout and Cotto. And that's the asterisk by it because some people ask them, they might say he lost to Trout or he lost to Cotto. They weren't put it this way, they weren't Mayweather versus Gotti landslide victories. Bro, how is that not average? I literally went through 6 fights. My boy said Matthew Hatton was his best fight. I'm done. Bro, we literally went through Canelo's top 6 names and I broken down one by one, and he arguably, there should be no controversy in that many fights, bro. And the Cinnabons think Canelo could beat SOG. They living on a prayer like Bon Jovi did. Bro, I just slaughtered this man top 6. That's literally his top 6 best fights, and he arguably, like, a reasonable person could potentially have him losing all 6 of those. Bro, Canelo got 8 losses, damn near. Bro, Canelo could literally, listen, I'm not even being funny. Canelo could arguably have like 6 losses right now. Like if he didn't have like the branding and the backing, he could arguably have like 5, 6 losses. I'm not even fronting. I just went over him. Triple G, that was a certified loss, the first fight. Lada, that should have been a certified loss, all things considered. Mayweather was a loss. Bivol was a loss. That's already 4. So you add in a Cotto fight or a Trout fight or one of them fights where you thought it was like, bro, and we don't even know his fights in Mexico. He could have had some cooking back then on some of the fights where he should have lost, you know what I'm saying, when he was still developing. Bro, Canelo got 10 losses damn near. Bro, I promise on the set, Canelo probably got like 10 losses for real. Bro, just think about what I just said. Imagine Canelo's fights in Mexico where there's no like organization and commission that, you know what I'm saying? It's not the same, bro. It's not the same. Like I've seen stuff in Mexico when they took, I think it was Chapo's son, and then the cartel got him back from the police because they were just blowing stuff up. So it's just different rules and regulations out there. You see what I'm saying? Bro, Canelo damn near got like 10 losses. Like he literally has 5 to 10. Like not like no kizzy, like no cap. He got like 5 losses, 5 to 10 losses. Because even like the Alfonso Gomez fight, he was losing until he stopped him. And then the stoppage was a little bit sketch. You see what I'm saying? Bro, Canelo got 5-10 losses. I promise you. Bro, imagine if he was just in Mexico fighting like Jose Luis Castillo II, Junior Gonzalez. We don't even know what that fight, we don't have no tape of it. We don't know. He could have lost that, and they said he won by split decision. You see what I'm saying? Bro, Canelo got like 5-10 losses. And you got grown men like, yo, Canelo. Bro, Canelo got like 5-10 losses. Y'all just got to live with that. He got about 5-10. Because he has a bunch of average nights. He got 5-10 losses. That's 5-10, like the average height. Listen, that's a bar. I said Canelo, he got an average record because he had a lot of average nights. It was about 5-10 losses. 5'10", that's an average height. That's a bar. Bro. And then the Kovalev fight was capped. That was FAF. He was losing that. Amir Khan fight, he was losing until he knocked the spit out of Khan's mouth. Bro, I'm telling you, Canelo, he cool. But that's why Eddie Hearn's saying, oh, he'll be back on the map #1 with a Golovkin. No, he won't, bro. And you know what's so disrespectful? Tell me I'm lying. I can't wait to say this. Y'all got to get the likes up. The man said his glass jaw lost the war. Hey, I don't know why that was so funny to read. Y'all got to get the likes up. Bro, Canelo got a lot of average nights in there. But here's the thing. Let's say Triple G completed with the Ryota fight. Let's say that completed his DAZN deal and he went to PBC to fight Triple G. And a black fighter, Jermall Charlo, knocks out Triple G on PBC. What do you think old media would say? Here's the scenario. If the DAZN contract ended in Triple G's last fight, Ryota Murata, and then Triple G, off of the Ryota Murata victory, went to PBC, which has a black advisor, and fought on Showtime, headed by Steven Espinoza, Mexican-American, and he fought Jermall Charlo, a black fighter from Houston, and Charlo knocked him out. What would old media say about Charlo knocking out Golovkin? Oh my God. Shout out to Nider. Shout out to Ricky. They would say he waited him out and Triple G was too old. So Canelo, who's been in the ring with this man 24 rounds and has experience even before that, sparring him, you sparred him, so you already knew him before both of y'all pretty much blew up. Then you had 24 rounds and you have never even dropped him. You've never stopped him. You never dropped him. And you have 24 rounds of experience plus sparring. How does a third fight, which you waited and aged him to the point where he's looked a lot more vulnerable lately, how does that make you #1 pound for pound? But then if a black fighter on PBC like Charlo were to knock out the same Golovkin off the Ryota Murata, then old media and the racists, they would say that Charlo waited for Golovkin to get old, the win don't count. So how does it count for Canelo, who has experienced sparring Golovkin, already fought him 2 times, that's 24 rounds that they've shared, and Triple G has no experience at 168 for real, and Triple G is not undisputed like Canelo at 168. How is this something that is praiseworthy? But if Charlo knocked out Golovkin, all the excuses would come out the floodgates, and we know this. Shout out to Kamal Oz.
Drink a deep drink, the money goes into my piggy.
Kamal tearing y'all up. If boxing had legitimate regulations, Canelo would be investigated for match fixing, corrupt judging, and uncompetitive advantages, dodging fighters in his weight class, bogus conditions, and opponents. Yes, if boxing had some integrity to do those things. Hectic, what's up? Hector, what's up? Bro, I'm just keeping it real. That's why I don't care what Eddie Hearn is talking about. That's why Crawford versus Errol Spence is a far greater fight. If you're a boxing fan and you're not a groupie, then Crawford Spence all day, because that literally legitimately solidifies a true welterweight dawn. And historically, and I hope this doesn't change, but historically, Errol Spence nor Crawford's careers have been riddled with performances that were controversial. Errol Spence has never had since he's been Spence and a champion, since Crawford has been Crawford and a champion and undisputed, they've never had controversial fights and outcomes. Name one Crawford fight where you were not convinced that he won the fight. Name one. I'm destroying you. Oh my, this is too easy. I'm going to ask YouTube for a raise because this is too easy. Name one Crawford fight where at the fight's end, you were like, nah, hell nah. Crawford didn't win that. The judges helped him. Name one. Because I've watched all of them and I know you're lying. Name one. See, I put it in a perspective you can't deny. Crawford will whoop your ass. And leave no questions about it. I don't care about Mean Machine hurting him and drop. He got his ass whooped in the end. Name one Crawford fight for a black fighter out of America. Let's get it. Out of Omaha. Name one Crawford fight where you weren't convinced that Crawford won the fight. Name one. Listen, I'm asking the world of boxing. There's more of y'all than there is of me. I only got one brain. Y'all got all the brains that's in the chat. I'm asking for one fight between all of the people in here from different areas, regions, genders, different preferences. Not one person can name one fight where Crawford, you can really realistically say that it was corruption that got him the victory. And he didn't really win it for real. But how can I think of a bunch of Canelo fights where that is the case? Okay, we'll move on for Crawford because he'll beat your ass, and we know that. Errol Spence. Name one Errol Spence fight where the outcome was truly controversial. Where you're like, there's no way in heck Errol Spence won that fight. The judges were on some BS. Name one Errol Spence fight. One. Like Ray J, he wanted one wish. I want one fight. Y'all gonna give me one fight. Name one Errol Spence fight where you were like, there's no way Errol won that. The judges cheated the other person out. I don't care about close. I said where it's a robbery and a reasonable person could not suggest that Errol Spence won. Okay, then. No one can think of nothing. So these two black American champions, if they fight each other, they have a clean bill of health and history. The history shows that they have convincing wins, no judges needed, no controversy or, favoritism needed, unlike Canelo Alvarez, who has several of those. So that's why this is a top fight. Them top shotters. You know what I'm saying? They don't leave nothing to the imagination. I'm like Ugas. You have to be Dr. Kevorkian if you wanted that fight to continue. You want to see a man really potentially risk blindness to see that fight continue. There's no controversy there. Even if he wanted to continue, it was not safe for him to continue. The man looked like a Cyclops from X-Men. Optic blast. Bro, he looked like Chunk from the Goonies. One-Eye Willie. Hey, you guys, Rocky Road. Errol doesn't need help. Canelo needs help. So I just have a feeling tomorrow is going to be it's just going to look like some bullshit. I really feel that. It's something, I got a feeling, bro. I think people are going to be dissatisfied. However it plays out is going to be a hint and a sense of dissatisfaction. Danny, what's up? Like, you ever eat something? You eat something good, it gives you a sense of satiety, right? You're satisfied with it. You're like, oh, that was good. That was a dope meal, delicious meal. I feel good. I feel full and I feel good. Satiety. But then you ever eat some bullshit and you're like, why did I waste the time and the energy? Why did I go to Jack in the Box? Why did I go to Taco Bell? Why did I go to McDonald's? And your stomach's turning and it wasn't even good like that. That's Canelo Triple G3. It's some greasy fast food and your stomach gonna be in knots after. Canelo versus Triple G3 is Taco Bell. Canelo versus David Benavidez. Canelo versus Jamal Charlo. That's authentic Mexican. That's like going to a taqueria, going to a nice Mexican restaurant. Canelo versus Triple G3. That's Taco Bell. They got a bunch of they don't sell in Mexico. They don't have no damn chalupa hot dogs and stuff in Mexico. I've been to Mexico. They don't have all that. The double taco crunch, crunchy wrap, cheesy Cheeto, Dorito wrap, crunch supreme. But they don't have all that in Mexico, bro. So Eddie Hearn, he tried to get you full off Taco Bell. The pintos and cheese. Y'all, listen, tomorrow y'all gonna eat some pinto. Listen, you're gonna eat some pintos and cheese tomorrow. You're gonna eat some Taco Bell. Not even the good stuff at Taco Bell, like the Mexican pizza. They took that off the menu for a minute and it was out of stock. You're gonna eat some pintos and cheese and a regular taco, crunch wrap supreme, and that's what y'all getting. And Eddie Hearn talking about his gourmet. And Triple G, bro, this man said Mexican style. And ain't a lick of Mexican in him. And then he just stopped. Bro, Triple G just stopped claiming Mexican style. Did y'all notice that? Bro, if I'll stop when I lie, then I'll stop. Until then, I got to keep going. Bro, Triple G just stopped claiming that. So his whole career, early his career, oh, Mexican style, guys, Mexican, Mexican this, Mexican style. And then you was with Abel Sanchez, you was claiming that. The Canelo, man, this man is tripping, was fake against Kovalev. Word, that fight looked horrible. Bro, the man said Mexican style for several fights, and then he don't claim it at all. He don't, like today, he didn't say nothing about Mexican style. You just abandoned Mexican style or what? You got a black trainer. You got nigga style now. You got Jonathan Banks. Yeah, no, guys, nigga style, guys. Bro, the man, so that's how it works. You get a Mexican trainer, Abel Sanchez, you was claiming Mexican style. Now you got a black trainer, Jonathan Banks, and his nigga style. Yeah, Max is nigga style, guys. Chitlin style. You got Chitlin style. Now, you got Kool-Aid and grape drink style. You got Eddie Kang Jr. style now, huh? You switched that style up. You fired Abel. You had Mexican style until he wanted more money. And that Mexican style was done for. Abel was like, hey, can I get a raise? Nah, no, my money, guys. You abandoned the Mexican trainer and Mexican style quick for that dough. You got that DAZN check. Now you got a black trainer that don't talk. I interviewed him before. He cool. You got, yeah, guys, this nigga style. I worked, bro, you got soul food style now, though. You got that oxtail style. You feel me? You got that Jonathan Banks style now. Oh, my God, bro. You got that watermelon style. Hey, guys, watermelon style, guys. Red beans and rice, guys. Bro, you got that red beans and rice style. You feel what I'm saying? Red beans and rice sound kind of good right now. I ain't gonna front. Man, got some fried chicken style now. Yeah, I got fried chicken, Popeyes with the 5 guys. Need a burger for 5 guys, a crunchy fried rice and 5 guys. Bro, I can't wait till tomorrow ends. I'm about to laugh all tomorrow because I'm going to be like Ego Stradamus strikes again. And no Max Soul Food, malt liquor. Bro, he said my man Triple G went to Compton and got some malt liquor. Yeah, Triple G drinking malt liquor now, bro. He training drinking malt liquor. Yeah, Colt 45 guys. He's sipping on a Colt 45 like Billy D. Williams right now. Y'all better stop playing. He said he got pig feet and chitlin style guys. Y'all crazy. Hey, that red velvet cake, that's smack. Hey, I got a trivia for you. Somebody said red velvet cake was chocolate cake with dye. I don't know if that's true, but somebody said that. Y'all got to get the likes up. Cruising down the street in my 6'4". I can't wait for tomorrow night. I can't wait. I'm about to body y'all tomorrow. Yeah, make sure y'all come back for the watch party. I'm only going to do the main event. Y'all got to come back. Who you got tomorrow? Man, I'm picking Canelo. He got every advantage in the book. He got his team on his side, his wife on his side, Eddie Hearn on his side, DAZN on his side, Joe Biden on Canelo's side. Like, bro, what advantage does Triple G have? It would be nice if Triple G did something and had like put up like a vintage performance, but I got to go with my instinct more than wishful thinking. I never did that with my predictions. If Triple G proves me wrong, hey, I'm all for it because I love a good underdog story. And I think how he got played is not really right. You know what I'm saying? He got played in the first fight, arguably in the second fight, then had to wait, and then you strung him out. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be a good spanking and lesson. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I can't go off of emotion and all that. And like underdog story, I'm picking Canelo. Canelo got the weight advantage, judge advantage, ring size advantage. Black trainer gonna get him in shape, hopefully. Try again. He already weighed in, and that's the shape he came into the weigh-in at. He don't look like he used to. Bro, that's the shape he was at the weigh-in. This is why Canelo did it. He waited. He waited. You wait somebody out. Canelo's like those, the movies? You know those movies where it's like a shootout and then people are just like bow, 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 and then they drive the enemy to retreat? And then somebody was hiding the whole time. And then after the enemy drove back, then the other person that was hiding comes out and be like, yeah, where they at? Shooting their gun in the air like they bout that life. But while it was really strap season and while it was imminent danger and it was an active shootout, you was hiding. That's what Canelo does, bro. He waits until the threat is no longer imminent and the forces retreat. And then now he comes out like he was right there with you. but he wasn't. Bro, Caleb Smith had better performances and had been calling him out. He waits till Caleb Smith has his worst performance outside of Canelo. But at the time, his worst performance with John Ryder, where he's getting booed by his own, his own city or whatever. And then he's like, oh, I want to fight Caleb Smith. After Caleb Smith had a long layoff too. And he had just got free of his Golden Boy contract. I mean, these are the moves that Canelo does. And you can say whatever you want, but there's nothing you can say that is truthful that can rebuke the things I'm saying, because what I'm saying is the truth and it happened. Canelo is the dude who plays games on easy mode. Facts. Shout out to Kamal.
The money goes into my baby.
That's what I'm saying. So you can beat the game easy. That's a great analogy. You could play on all Madden with the big boys, but you want to play on easy mode. Shout out to Kamal Oz. Just so you can beat the game. Knowing that you play games like Call of Duty, the real competition is online. There's some dudes online and they like unbeatable damn near, because that's all they do is play Call of Duty and know all the maps the first day. They know all the spots to camp out and they'll clap you. You don't want that. You want to play against your little brother and then don't plug in his controller so you can clap him. That's Canelo, what he's been doing. So bring on Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence. Man, I got so sidetracked with this Canelo mumbo jumbo. I'm looking forward to Spence Crawford. I hope it gets done. That's a fight. Like, you have to understand, for me, I'm a content creator and a boxing reporter, and I give you guys the news. Smash the like button. But this is still fun for me. And what makes it truly rewarding, you know how they say if you do something you love, you never have to work a day in your life? Fights like Crawford and Spence are the epitome of that, because that don't feel like work. I get to wake up and deep dive into a fight that I'm really hyped for. I'm not, truth be told, Canelo Golovkin 3, it's like going to the dentist. I mean, you might go, but who loves going to the dentist? That's what the fight feels like. It feels like going to a dental appointment. Like you're going through the motions and you're just going to go to the dentist because you need a cleaning or you got a cavity or a toothache, but you don't prefer to go. You going because you have a toothache. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is with Canelo Golovkin 3. I'll watch it just because it's on and because I cover boxing, but I'm not what you would call excited about it. I'm not even being funny. I was truly more excited for Clarissa Shields and Savannah Marshall and Alicia Baumgardner versus Michaela Mayer. I'm not excuse me. I'm not even lying, bro. Bro, those two fights alone is a better card than what Eddie Hearn put together. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying, bro. Tell me that Alicia Baumgardner and Michaela Mayer unification and Clarissa Shields, Savannah Marshall, they did a better job promoting it. Clarissa Shields was like, if you fight like that against May, I'm gonna have to beat you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't like each other. They done a great job of letting you know that. Back and forth, talking. Clarissa Shields, sister, always confident. And don't even get me started on Alicia Baumgardner and Michaela Mayer. They don't like each other. She's like, oh, you look like a raisin and you can't make the weight. And she's like, I'm a dog walk you. They talking greasy. They have done a better job promoting their fight and making me interested than DAZN, Rematch Room, Eddie Hearn, who thinks he's going to do some American Takeover, but now he don't talk about American Takeover because he knows he lost, right? And Canelo and Golovkin. I haven't seen one. How do you pay? It's so stupid, bro. How do you pay a main event $65 million and they don't have to promote the fight? This is like the Enron of boxing, bro. Some of the dumbest decisions I've ever seen in boxing. You're paying the main event $65 million and they have no all access 24/7 type programming. Wow. Bro, I would easily shave off $5 million and use that 5 million. Now, okay, 60 million fight, 30 a piece or whatever, right? And use that extra 5 on promotion. My man SK said it doesn't even feel like a fight week. Exactly. It really don't. We'll see tomorrow. I was genuinely disappointed when they canceled. Facts. Me too. Shout out to Voice of God Boxing. Good comment. And then Canelo fans, they hype because there are people at a free weigh-in. Do you know how funny that is, bro? The Canelo fans are hype that people came to a free weigh-in that was outdoors on the Vegas Strip. That's nothing to write home about. The difficulty is getting those same people. If there was 4,000 people or whatever they said it was, get those 4,000 people to order the pay-per-view. Let's see if you can do that. Because the pay-per-view is $85. Yeah, let's do some math, shall we? So they said 4,000 people. I think they said 4,000. 4,000 people were at the free weigh-in. Canelo ain't no lion. He's a hyena, vulture, bottom-feeding fish, feeding on the vulnerable and injured. Fact. I have no expectation for the fight. I'm just being real. The undercard is really not appealing to me. And in the main event, I think literally everything's stacked against Golovkin. The only upside for Golovkin is if somehow, some way, Canelo really underestimated him. But I think Canelo, he's not going to want to lose to Golovkin. So I think he would have trained. I would hope he trained righteously. I don't know. I put it this way: if Golovkin give Canelo a tough fight, that's gonna hurt Canelo. If Canelo struggles, I don't know. I just think that's a horrible. I think it's horrible if Canelo doesn't demolish him, because the expectation for Golovkin to perform and actually achieve victory is so little that anything less will be uncivilized. Like I said, everything's stacked against him. Judges against Golovkin, the history from the two fights. Eddie Hearn, if you listen to Eddie Hearn's interviews, everything is pro Canelo. So you know who he's riding with and who he wants to win. That's why Golovkin low-key sound kind of mad. He's like, stop talking about Eddie Hearn. This is my last fight with DAZN. So I don't know. I'm saying what I feel and I think will happen. I hope I'm wrong. That would be great if I'm wrong. I don't think I'll be wrong. But if I am, that'd be great because they're trying to play Triple G. And I like good underdog stories. So if I'm wrong, that would be cool. I'll just be wrong. And then the underdog won, which would be good for boxing. And I think it would help control the egos and leverage things. You know what I'm saying? But I just can't see Golovkin winning tomorrow. I don't see what advantage. It's an uphill battle. He not like, if it was at 160, I might even think about giving him more chance. See, this is what I'm talking about, bro. This is DAZN. I really feel like they are purposefully, they lack transparency. They don't, because it's like they want to trick you into, I don't like schemy stuff like that. Like, for example, Joe Markowski, who's the head of DAZN or sports or whatever, he just said, you can't order the pay-per-view unless you subscribe to DAZN. Right? That's what I'm talking about. That means there's going to be people who order the pay-per-view and forget to cancel. And then if you forget to cancel, you're going to get charged for the future months of it. That's scammy to me. That's scammy. Like I ordered Pacquiao versus Mayweather. I paid through my cable provider, $100 or whatever it was. $100, boom, no questions asked. I got to watch the fight. I no longer have any attachment to Showtime, or they're not going to charge me for nothing else, nothing. I bought the fight. I watched the fight. I was able to record and DVR the fight. Boom, we're squared away. With DAZN, based on what he said, he says you have to subscribe to DAZN in order to order it, that's tricky and scammy. Because again, let's say there's a uptick of Canelo fans that's like, oh, I got to order this. You're going to order it and you're going to forget about it. Because a lot of people, I'm pretty anal retentive. Not everyone is, though. So when I have stuff like that, I'll order it and then I'll cancel it right away. But most people don't think like that. So they'll order it and not know, and then they're going to look on their bill in October or November and be like, oh, I got 2 charges. I've been getting charged. I don't know. I don't dig that, bro. I really don't dig that. 'Cause I think it's like, you got to be transparent with the consumer. Here's another example of that. Another example is the casuals don't even know this fight is happening at a weight that they've never fought previously. They're not doing a good job of telling you the factual information. You know what I'm saying? So people are thinking, oh, this is going to be a great fight because they think it's at 160. It's not at 160, though. It's at a division that Golovkin has no experience at in any of his recent fights. So that's another like small print, if you will. And I don't prefer stuff like that, because I think if you really have a good product, you don't have to, like Top Gun. I haven't seen it. I've seen the original, but I haven't seen the new one. That's generating a lot of money. People like it for the movie. They don't have to trick you to go see the movie. You see what I'm saying? Word of mouth is making people want to watch the new Top Gun. They're like, oh, it's a good movie, good flick, go check it out. They're not doing like any like backhanded schemes to make you go watch the movie. That's the difference. DAZN does all these things because here's the thing. I know a lot of people, and I've seen a lot of people on Twitter, and they ordered DAZN just on some regular stuff and could not cancel. And they were posting screenshots where the DAZN app would not let them cancel. So you're probably going to have people like that who order the pay-per-view and try to cancel, and they have to go through this rigmarole of not being able to cancel, which has happened in the past with DAZN app. So that's my thoughts. Anyway, I'll see y'all tomorrow. I got some more videos I'll be dropping. Holla at me. Yeah, I meant to talk more about Crawford Spence, but we got time. We'll talk about it because the fight's not official anyway. I'll holla at y'all. Peace out, everybody. Subscribe to the channel. Happy Friday. And I'm out.